The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, this is TVWAN News. I'm Jasmine Erujak. In this edition, Bomana incident linked to syndicate, a message of unity, and PNG Bilum's first win. The incidents at the Bomana prison on Monday, the 23rd of February 2026, where prisoners of cell block 5A were engaged in a scuffle with the prison officers, has now been allegedly linked to external influence from people with ulterior motives. Acting CS Commissioner Bernard Nepo revealed this today after receiving new information that the incident was deliberately staged to attract attention. This is subject to further investigations.
Correctional service officers at the Bomana prison were involved in a fight with remandees of cell block 5A on Monday, 23rd February 2026, after prison officers conducted a search for a mobile phone that was purportedly in the hands of prisoners there. Following this incident, Acting CS Commissioner Bernard Nepo, in a media conference yesterday, clarified that the incident, which saw more than 50 prisoners injured, was a result of prisoners attempting to stage a mass breakout during the search exercise. However, that narrative changed today when CS Commissioner claimed he received new information linking the incident to outside influence.
The scuffle between prison officers and staff on Monday reflects some serious outside influence and trigger by a few renegades who are connected to some high-level syndicate with ulterior motives. A thorough investigation will establish those facts.
He claimed that some officers colluded with few prisoners to carry out a breakout.
From the outset, I must say that a few officers may have colluded with few prisoners to cause the situation on Monday when the search of those prisoners were initially planned for Wednesday. It was also agreed that there was a funeral service of a senior Bomana prison officers was taking place on Tuesday. Out of respect, the planned search was to be taken place on Wednesday or Thursday. But people with sincere motives decided to do the search on Monday, which will be seriously questioned. And so these desperate instigators opted to take Monday to collude with the evil plans to stage the incident.
To justify his argument, Commissioner Nepo said officers were seen to be attacking each other during the scuffle, an indication that one faction was supporting the prisoners while another was dispensing their duties.
Some of these non-prisoners would have lost their lives. Fortunately, these same instigators came to their rescue when the reinforcement team came and bashed them up. It was evident there and then that the prison officers who were confronting each other was an indication that some of our officers were taking sides with those prisoners. And so I am calling on prison officers and police officers throughout the country to do your job seriously as you are polluting your generations to feed your selfish and greedy stomach over the national security of our country.
He said officers with ill intentions have been terminated in the past, and he will not hesitate to do the same if investigations do reveal the intentions of officers alleged to have been involved in Monday's incident.
I have terminated ill officers, and investigations reveal there is evidence to confirm the ill will and ulterior motive surely will be charged and removed. It has been practicing in the past years, and they are known for this in our prison system.
The Commissioner is concerned that there is a syndicate involving people both within and outside, citing incidents of past like the William Caprice case, where investigations revealed the involvement of CIS officers who were never penalized. some of whom still serve in the institution today. Ruth Rungola, TVWAN News.
The 5th death anniversary of late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare was observed around the country. In the nation's capital, a memorial service was organized for residents. The event kicked off with a walk of silence march from Paga Hill to the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium, where the main service took place. Guest Speaker and Governor for NCD Hostplus Cup reminded Papua New Guineans that we ought to reflect on the legacies of our founding fathers, that despite the diversity in culture, tradition and language, these founding fathers came together to carry a nation into prosperity. Hundreds stood together to commemorate the 5th death anniversary of Sir Michael on Thursday. It began with the walk of silence from Paga Hill to Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. For residents, this walk was an act of respect and honor of the values of unity, leadership and peace, and Sir Michael upheld as he led the country. The main memorial service followed immediately after the walk of silence. NCD Governor Hostplus Cup was guest speaker. In his tribute to Sir Michael, he acknowledged the unity in diversity, saying the country's first leaders stood on this when they worked at bringing Papua New Guinea into sovereignty.
Our capital city, a city of 1,000 tribes, 860 languages, thousands of cultures, tradition, thousands of stories. We congregate here today like we have done in 2022 on the first anniversary of his passing. I acknowledge you all and I thank you all for being here this evening to once again pay respect, pay homage, celebrate the life of Grand Chief.
City residents expressed that it was an emotional and memorable event.
So I'm here commemorating this event because I know that our Grand Chief is a great leader. With him, we are here today and Papua New Guinea is here today. So I'm so grateful, and with that I pay that respect, and I'm here to celebrate this memorial day with him today. Thank you, Papua New Guinea.
We come stop here because Sir Michael Somare am good leader belum mi Papua New Guinea. Lo em tasol na mi luki good samti lo Papua New Guinea na mi stop bel isi na mi walk boom one time.
A tearful chairman of Motu Koita, Russell Wavik, paid his respects to the founding father of the nation and spoke proudly of his work with the people of Motu Koitabu. The memorial service at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium yesterday, Motu Koita chairman Russell Wavik thanked the late founding father for his vision for the country. He said this has been carried on by different governments and the Motu Koita people have been finally recognized with the inclusion of Motu Koita as a new electorate in the next elections. He tearfully shared that his people have come a long way and thanked the government and founding fathers for the inclusion of the new electorate.
That's a dream come true. I'm very, very excited and very, very pleased that this has been
And it's the initiative of the Prime Minister James Marape for allowing us to have our own seat. It's a very big blessing in disguise. It just came true. It's a great big open door, breakthrough that we have. So now finally we will have a voice in the parliament. I feel very emotional. I can't believe it.
Wavik anticipates better days for his people as he plans for 2026 and onwards.
The electorate demands us of being independent, successful independence. It's just like the Motu Koita getting its own independence, walking into the parliament, sitting on the floor, standing on the floor and fighting for our rights.
Furthermore, Chairman Wavik emphasized on the work he is planning to do this year.
I hope these people living on our land should abide by our customs and forget their customs in their provinces or in their villages, in their tribes, and adopt the Motu Koita way of living, where we share and love each other.
PNG Christian Leaders Alliance on HIV and AIDS Chairman Sir John Cardinal Ribat has called for urgent national action as Papua New Guinea faces a sharp rise in infants born with HIV. New Guinea faces a growing HIV crisis, with Sir John Cardinal Ribat urging national action. After revealing that 7 babies are born with HIV every day, Cardinal Ribat said this situation describes as deeply alarming situation. He said the alarming increase was a key factor behind the government's declaration of a HIV crisis in June 2025. He stressed on the need for early HIV counseling and testing for all pregnant mothers. All antenatal clinics across the country must ensure to provide this service with every expectant mother. Ribat pointed to low antenatal testing rates, limited ART access, and poor public awareness as major drivers of parent-to-child transmission. He urged the government to strengthen funding for church-run HIV programs so that resources are invested where they are most needed in preventing HIV transmission. This is TVWAN News. Among stories after the break, first shipment reaches Missima and dual diplomas for students.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up a big smile on face. Time cooking chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Buying PNG made.
Tell him shorty come get it in. Come grind on me, but met it in. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
A reminder to the general public that the due date for post-PNG private letterbox renewals is fast approaching. These are the first quarter renewal rates for 2026. Owning a private letterbox is important for the following reasons. Renew your private letterbox by paying at your nearest post office or through mobile banking. Post PNG's BSP account number 1000-58789 and email your payment description, box location, and box number to the PLB inquiries team. Renew your letterbox now and avoid being forfeited. Contact us for more information.
Some of the biggest names in the competition. Superstars performing at the US of A. Cowboys get over. Under kick out. Over. How good is this?
Wow, 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 wow.
Welcome back. Civil society organizations, media partners, and international agencies gathered in Port Moresby on Wednesday, the 25th of February, for the ABCID PNG, MDI, Media, and CSO's networking event under the theme Building a Healthier PNG. The event focused on strengthening collaboration, sharing knowledge, and improving responses to HIV, sexual reproductive health, and broader public health challenges.
Media, civil society, and development partners gathered in Port Moresby on Wednesday to strengthen collaboration and drive unified action on HIV, sexual reproductive health, and public health in PNG. Jonathan Walla of the Burnett Institute opened the presentations, highlighting locally led programs aligned with the National Health Plan 2021 to 2030. He emphasized strong partnership and showcased the HIV and sexual reproductive health integration project with Catholic Health Services.
The work that other partners are not doing in PNG. Empowering community and sustainability are our integral part in our work.
George Rugby of World Vision PNG discussed empowering marginalized groups through a three-pillar approach of empowerment, partnerships, and sustainability, noting the growth of peer networks among sex workers, MSM, and transgender communities.
To target using social media campaigns to be able to reach out to people that normally you will not find in the community when you're doing your outreach. So those are the people that are always on their phone, sometimes they're mobile or they're at work or they're somewhere. You go into the community but you don't find them. So we're able to reach them through the digital prevention space, working in partnership with National AIDS Council to develop key messaging around HIV/AIDS, STI, family planning, condom, where to go to get the test, and the other services.
Catholic Health Services Executive Director for Projects, Graham Apayan, outlined the integration of HIV services within primary health care, now supporting over 90,000 people nationwide, while using innovation such as cloud-based reporting.
With HIV testing and care, there's around about 9,000 people living with HIV that we support, and we provide adherence counseling and treatment for them as of December last year. And these people, they come for reviews within the clinics that we, so there's around about over 100 clinics that we currently do HIV testing or HIV work, half of which we estimate are providing the antiretroviral therapy treatment.
The event had question and answer sessions, networking, and speeches. Joanna Pillett, TVWAN News.
The redevelopment of the Missima mine has taken a major step forward, with the first shipment of machinery arriving on Missima Island this week.
Missima Minerals Limited, a subsidiary of Octady Mining Limited, confirmed that a ship carrying earth-moving equipment, vehicles and essential supplies successfully landed at the Wagoya station on Monday, 23 February 2026. The equipment will be used to restore critical infrastructure as the project moves through its feasibility and permitting stage. These works will run alongside ongoing exploration and the completion of social and environmental impact assessments required for mining approval. Hundreds of local residents gathered to witness the milestone, joined by representatives from the Milne Bay Provincial Government, Louisiade Rural LLG, and community leaders. Octady's General Manager, Social Performance and Sustainability, Jesse Pile, thanked the landowners and government partners for their support, saying the company is committed to building a social mine that places people at the center of development. Samarimura District Acting Administrator Ryan Seta also reaffirmed the district's support for the project. The arrival of the equipment signals renewed momentum and optimism for the future of Missima Island. Carol Kiru Jr., TVWAN News.
Over 100 students at the Asia Pacific Institute of Applied Social, Economic and Technical Studies are set to benefit from a new academic partnership with the University of Goroka. This will allow them to graduate with dual certificates and diplomas.
The private-public partnership between the APIASATS and the University of Goroka will enable students to receive both an APIASATS and a University of Goroka qualifications upon successful completion of their studies at APIASATS. Director of APIASATS, Thomas Piller, said this program is important for students attending private institutions as it gives them the same level of recognition as those studying at UOG campuses around the country.
Now last year, this fantastic program have already enrolled concurrently our Diploma in Business students and Diploma in Education students. We will continue to reinforce this partnership by also enrolling students in the Diploma in Business and Diploma in Education and Diploma in Tourism to also concurrently pursue their same diploma with University of Goroka.
Piller added that the partnership has already proven crucial, providing students with greater confidence and motivation in their studies. He noted that students will not pay any extra fees to receive the University of Goroka qualification. The fees paid at APIASATS will cover both qualifications. It is a bonus for the students.
The students who are enrolled for the choice of the program with APIASATS will not pay any more to register for University of Goroka. The school fees that they have paid for APIASATS will be used to pay for the courses at University of Goroka. So it's only a one-time fee they will pay, and they will pay no more. But they will, at the end of the day, get two qualifications.
Piller noted that the arrangement is done in a similar fashion as UOG affiliates and branches nationwide, but it is done under public-private partnership. Representing the University of Goroka, Mike Kundu said this partnership is a great opportunity for students. It provides a pathway for degree programs for the students.
And then also there's a partnership with the University of Goroka where we are rolling out diploma programs in which the students here can enroll concurrently so that we can issue the diploma certificates and qualifications after they successfully complete as transit students in the third year and then eventually complete in the final year. So that's a 2-year program up at University of Goroka and 2-year program here to complete the diplomas. So once they do that, then they can successfully graduate with their degrees and move on in their life.
Students are urged to remain committed and focused on their studies to benefit from the program. Meanwhile, students spoke positively about this arrangement and are determined to realize this opportunity.
The Kokoda Track Foundation is celebrating 16 years of building young leaders in Papua New Guinea. This week in Port Moresby, 12 new Archer leaders were welcomed into the 2026 program.
The ceremony marked another chapter for the Archer Leadership Development Program, which continues to invest in young Papua New Guineans committed to driving positive change. The 2025 cohort symbolically passed the leadership torch to the new intake, highlighting the strong sense of community that defines leadership in PNG. Kylie Sabare, 2025 graduate, said, "In PNG, when you lift one of us, you lift many more. The light given to these leaders will shine back into our communities." The 12-month program includes mentoring, workshops based on the Harvard Adaptive Leadership Model, work placements, tuition support, and an exchange experience to Australia. This year's cohort was selected from nearly 350 applicants nationwide, shortlisted to 30 before completing a rigorous 2-day interview process. Dr. Genevieve Nelson, CEO of KTF, said, "Our Archer leaders are not waiting for change, they are stepping forward to lead it." With more than 120 alumni across the country, the program continues to strengthen leadership in communities, workplaces, and across the nation. Partners including Kina Bank, Newmont, and the Government of Canada continue to support the initiative, helping shape the next generation of Papua New Guinea's leaders. Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2327 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2252, $0.3134 Australian dollars, $0.1827 euro, and 34.87 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices in your close, all closed lower, except copper closed higher and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. TV1 News continues when we come back. Stay with us.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in Milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in Milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. GoldSpot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly GoldSpot.
Show the dishes who's boss. Fight mess with Axion, the tough grease stripper. 100% effective at doing the dirty work. The triple active power breaks down tough grease, and its antibacterial formula leaves dishes squeaky clean. Get tough on grease. Get Axion.
Long year 2024, 7 baby i born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long carrying baby, na time baby is susu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kisim antenatal check. Time yumi pan him sick HIV area, o time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV eagle long baby. This lutok sawa ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Thanks for staying with us. United Finance Limited is intensifying its community outreach to improve financial access for rural and remote communities across Papua New Guinea. With many citizens still facing barriers to banking and loan services, the company's field teams are now taking essential financial products directly into villages, schools, and public institutions. The team visited villages as well as schools in the Central Province.
During its latest outreach round, United Finance offices engaged public servants, teachers, and local residents, providing on-the-spot information about loan products. The team distributed application forms and brochures explaining eligibility criteria, repayment options, and the importance of responsible borrowing. The outreach exercise was aimed at increasing financial literacy while helping families access loan services. The outreach covered 6 schools: Ginigolo, Gunugao Primary and Elementary School, Omore Primary and Elementary School, and Manugoro Primary School and Elementary School. At each school, teachers and staff were briefed on how United Finance products can assist with school fees, family commitments, and long-term planning. The visits reinforced the importance of financial education. The Southern Region outreach is led by Arnold Opai, who said more community outreach activities are being planned. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 News.
In regional news, digging for treasures at the beach is a normal part of summer for many families. But scientists at Museums Victoria have taken it to a new level. They've excavated a 21-million-year-old whale fossil from Ocean Grove Beach after it was discovered by a family visiting from Queensland. It's a stunning find, but getting it out safely wasn't easy. It's been 7 weeks since bushfires devastated communities across Victoria. But for one man from central Victoria who lost everything, a group of role-playing warriors is helping ease the burden.
A neighbourhood park in Bendigo becomes an epic battleground.
The main part is hitting each other with foam swords and having fun.
And in the middle of the melee is Michael Henry.
Running around in armour is hard work, but it's a lot of fun.
But when he's not swinging his sword, the Harcourt cider grower is facing a very different fight. His home and orchard were decimated in January's bushfires.
And bark's just flaking off. These trees are done. There's nothing for it.
In a multi-million-dollar hit to the family cider business, the trees aren't covered by insurance.
It's just going to take me the 10 years to get them up and running again, which is a kick in the guts.
Michael also helps manage the town's makeshift relief centre.
These are brilliant.
But for a few hours each week, he leaves it all behind and steps into the medieval world of swordcraft.
Without the fun of being able to vent my frustrations by swinging swords at people, I probably would be insane by now.
It's combat sport meets live action role play, and everyone is welcome.
It's not the typical nerds that you'd think or that you see in sort of that you imagine would come to a LARP. I work at a timber yard, for example.
There's a long way to go for Harcourt residents as the recovery and rebuild continues. But at least for Michael, he's got his community of role players to help him win his battle. The tight-knit group has helped raise more than $15,000 for their valued warrior.
He's like our Swordcraft dad, so it's very much just he deserves the support that we've given him.
A lot of our guys will throw up our hands if any of us are in trouble. There's a sort of carloads of people willing to do whatever they can to assist each other.
A community wrapping its arms around one of their own.
Brisbane is now the most expensive city to live in. Domain calculated that a young couple wanting to buy property in any major city has to save for an average of 5 years for a 20% deposit. But for Brisbane, it's even longer, 6 years and 3 months.
It's not just challenging for renters in Queensland, but buyers too, especially if you're looking for your first home. Take an entry-level unit. Priced at $660,000, Brisbane is now the most expensive city in the country. That's gone up 24% in a year, up 80% over 5 years.
That means it now has risen faster than Sydney and has a higher entry unit price than Sydney.
And what if you're dreaming of buying a house? 5 years ago, the entry price in Brisbane was about $415,000. Now it's doubled to $856,000. It's no wonder parents are worried for their kids.
Terrified. I now look and go, you guys can't even afford to move out of home at 18.
Domain calculated that a young couple wanting to buy property in any major city has to save for an average 5 years for a 20% deposit. But for Brisbane, it's even longer, 6 years and 3 months. And forget about having spare cash. Mortgage repayments across the major centres now average 48.9% of a two-person income, half of what they earn. The message from government: we're working on it.
We need supply, fast. That's why the Crisafulli government is unlocking 98,000 homes, lands across Queensland.
But not fast enough, says the opposition.
This is a punch to the gut for those Queenslanders trying to buy their first house.
This is TVWAN News. Later in sports, strong start for PNG women and JT9 set for 2026 season.
Head back to school with Colgate and Protex. Win big. Lots of great prizes to win for your school. To enter, use your favorite Colgate and Protex products. Keep all your empty packets, take them to school and give them to your teacher. Visit the Colgate Pacific PNG Facebook page for more info on how to register. Win school supplies, sporting equipment, and more, all for your school with Colgate and Protex. Promotion ends March 31st, 2026.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby i born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama ikat HIV, long time long karing baby, na time baby is susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area or time bel mama i positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV ego long baby. This lutok sawa ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Give me 5!
That's right. With Digicel Cell Money, you can get a Give Me 5 plan with 5 gigabytes for only 5 kina. That's 5 gigabytes of data, valid for 5 days, all for only 5 kina. Whether you're streaming, gaming, scrolling, or staying connected with friends, you'll have all the data you need at an unbeatable price. So what are you waiting for? Get it today. Simply dial *888# to activate your Give Me 5 data plan. Only with Digicel Cell Money.
The great man gets to halfway. Goes back for a head cut, but it's a Buffalo keeps going.
Your weekend catch-up just got better. Relive the power and passion of the Harris Season 2.
So you come look Sinababomea.
Fall in love all over again with Dolce Amor. And don't miss the thrilling twists of Brothers Chapter 5. Stop this bickering! 3 hit Filipino dramas waiting for you this February on TVWAN Plus. Your home for the best stories all weekend long.
Welcome back. Papua New Guinea women's national soccer team PNG Billums began their FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 qualifying campaign in emphatic fashion, recording a commanding 5-0 victory over Melanesian rivals Vanuatu in Group B action at Govind Park in Ba. The result marked PNG's 10th attempt at World Cup qualification, the most of any Oceania Football Confederation member, while Vanuatu entered their 4th campaign.
In this one-on-one situation. The PNG Billums wasted no time in asserting dominance, effectively sealing the contest within the opening 45 minutes. Captain Ramona Padio, a talismanic figure for his side, struck after just 5 minutes, combining neatly with Marie Kaipu to open the scoring.
Kaipu again racing through. She's dangerous in this one-on-one situations. Oh, Padio!
Neni Elipas doubled the advantage, capitalizing on sustained pressure. Kaipu then added a third just before half-time, ensuring Papua New Guinea carried a commanding lead into the break. Vanuatu showed greater resilience in the second half, with Neti Kalsau and Leimata Simon working tirelessly to trouble the PNG defense. Despite their efforts, the visitors struggled to convert pressure into clear chances. Papua New Guinea, meanwhile, continued to showcase their attacking depth. In the 62nd minute, Padio turned provider once more, setting up Phyllis Pala for the 4th goal. Elipas capped off a standout performance with her second strike late in the match, sealing a comprehensive win. The final scoreline reflected Papua New Guinea's superiority and underlined their intent to make a serious push for World Cup qualification. With contributions from established stars like Padio, Kaipu and Elipas, the Billums demonstrated both experience and youthful energy. For Vanuatu, the defeat was a reminder of the challenges ahead, though their spirited second-half display offered positives to build upon. PNG's statement victory sets the tone for their campaign, reinforcing their status as a regional powerhouse. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
Tales of rivalry and the exploits of stars from the past inspired rival Hostplus Cup athletes who came together in Brisbane yesterday for the official season launch. Players and coaches were motivated by the achievements of those who have come before them. Over 30 years of intense competition, with many significant historical items on display at the State Library of Queensland.
Paper clippings, match day programs, and even old jerseys from the inaugural statewide grand final in 1996 captivated guests less than 2 weeks out from the opening round of the Hostplus Cup season. In his official address at yesterday's launch, QRL Chief Executive Officer Ben Eichen acknowledged the support of Hostplus Cup and the statewide competition clubs ahead of the historic season. Eichen said the 2026 Hostplus Cup marks a milestone moment for rugby league in Queensland as the league celebrates 30 years of competition built on fierce rivalry, community spirit, and genuine pathways for emerging talent. He expressed how grateful they were for the continued support of Hostplus, whose long-standing partnership has helped strengthen QRL pathways for inspirational players, coaches, administrators, and referees. The Hostplus Cup continues to be a breeding ground for future stars and a source of pride for every region it represents, and can't wait to see what this year brings. The opening round of the 2026 season will be played on the weekend of March 7 and 8 and will feature some fascinating matchups, including the clash between Western Clydesdales and the Brisbane Tigers in Toowoomba. The SPPNG Hunters will kick off their campaign against Central Queensland Campers on Sunday, April 8 at the Santos National Football Stadium. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Mosby South Electorate's biggest and longest-running off-season sporting tournament, the JT Super 9s Rugby League competition, celebrates its milestone 10th edition this year. The official cup launch is set for this Saturday evening at the Mosby Southside Stadium, Calgary. The competition is scheduled to kick off on the 6th of March 2026.
JT9's chairman and tournament director Bagalo Solian
when providing a brief rundown on the launch night, highlighted the significance of the event 10 years on and the positive impact it has had on the community from its humble beginnings in 2006.
We start around 5 o'clock. The teams start arriving. We've got 5 people per team to arrive, with the captains, as usual, dressed in the plain attire. The minister and the patron should be here about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Official launch, and then a bit of fireworks to enjoy the evening, and that's it. Tournament launch start next week Friday.
Solian further explained that this year's games are scheduled only on weekends, starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the convenience of the working class people and students.
We've introduced the under 18s division, so most of the under 18 athletes are probably in high school, grade 11, grade 12 students. So we don't want to have them running away from school to just play games during the week. So for that purpose, most of the under 18s games and the women's games will be played on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Likewise, the senior men's, where people who are also employed as well. So we don't want them running away from work to play and rush back to work again. So by having the games on the weekend, can be relaxed. Everyone turn up to play games, watch games, enjoy themselves. So we have the under 18s and the women start next week Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The following week, the senior men's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The following week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to the knockouts and grand final. Program done.
The director also confirmed that they have 42 team men's, 42 under 18s, and 12 women's teams this year, with a total of 92 teams overall. The women's competition will kick off first, followed by the under 18, before the senior men's in week 3. Games will continue with the quarter and semi-final playoffs, culminating in the major cup decider the following weeks.
A couple of teams from Central Province coming in from Arama Coast and basically NCDC and Central. Yeah. Some from Motu Koita, from Lea, Papa, Porebara. So there's central mixes also coming in as well. Yeah. Okay. December we resurfaced the surface with sand. So if it does rain, hopefully the sand soaks the field up and the water up, sorry, the water, and we have a dry surface the next morning. So yeah, we've done a bit of a rehabilitation to the field as well. Yeah.
Senior Men's Cup winners will walk away 50,000 kina richer and runners-up 25,000 kina. For the under 18, 10,000 kina winners, runners-up 5,000 kina. Women's 10,000 kina winners and runners-up 5,000 kina. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The Kafana SMU Rugby League in Goroka has taken another major step forward in its development. The league this week submitted its 2026 compliance documents to the Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League's Lower Highlands Confederate. As the affiliation deadline closes in, league officials say Kafana is not only meeting requirements but building strong pathways for young players.
Kafana SMU Rugby League has officially presented its 2026 compliance documents to the Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League Lower Highlands Confederate in Goroka earlier this week. League President Deveni Omena and Deputy President Peter Staki handed over the documents on behalf of patron Jeremiah Unokonisimo to Lower Highlands representative Nuabe Koipa. Omena says the league, now in its second year, is determined to raise standards both on and off the field.
Kafana Rugby League bago inside lo second year program of operations na look forward lo continue lo providing all this plakain support, providing all platforms na opening up all pathways lo developing all young plaban na meri usat participate one time.
The league's progress is already showing results. The Morabekandes franchise has scouted 6 players, while 10 players have been selected in the Goroka Bintango Lahani's train-on squad this season. One young talent has even secured an opportunity to study in Australia while continuing his rugby league career. Last season, Kafana also hosted an inter-district off-season tournament, attracting franchise coaches including Lace Next Tigers mentor Noel Zemming.
Kafana Rugby League meeting all keta compliance requirements for PNG RFL pinis. Straight mo kita documentation blogem na handimin pinis lo PNG RFL office through lo office logo lo here lo Lower Highlands Confederate office lo here lo Goroka.
With compliance now submitted, Kafana League is setting its sights on producing even more franchise players for the 2027 season. The Lower Highlands Community Rugby League includes Eastern Highlands, Simbu and Jiwaka provinces. Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 Sports.
Children and young people with disabilities in the National Capital District and Central Province are benefiting from expanded sporting opportunities with support from the Australian government. Through the Play for Equity Fund, delivered in partnership with Special Olympics Papua New Guinea, inclusive programs in badminton, unified football, bocce and athletics have been rolled out. Up to 20 coaches received specialized badminton training, followed by a competition for 50 para-athletes aged 10 to 18. A two-day unified football tournament also brought together 205 participants, promoting teamwork between players with and without disabilities. Sports Director Sophia Tuna says the program is creating safe spaces where children with disabilities can play, belong and grow. Two of the game's biggest clubs are set to collide under the bright lights of Las Vegas as the Bulldogs and Dragons go head-to-head at Allegiant Stadium on Saturday, February the 28th, followed by the Knights Cowboys clash. The match will round out a triple header in the U.S. entertainment capital, and both teams are set to put on a show for the fans.
That afternoon it was the Bulldogs in a pretty tight one, and it's Max King.
It's an early chance for Dan Atkinson to make his mark as the Dragons' new half after an off-season switch from the Sharks. The playmaker will combine with Kyle Flanagan in the halves, with Damien Cook to pull the strings from the dummy half. St. George Illawarra challenged their best teams in the competition last year, but their inability to close out tight contests ultimately crippled their finals hopes. Fans are hopeful Atkinson's arrival will change that as Shane Flanagan chases a top 8 finish in his third year in charge. There has also been plenty of intrigue around the Canterbury halves throughout the summer as talented 20-year-old Lachlan Galvin enters his first full season at the club. The youngster joined the Bulldogs midway through last year and is expected to take a big step forward in 2026. The loss of marquee recruit Leo Thompson to a calf tear is a major blow, but the injury provides a chance for the remainder of the forward pack to step up against a physical Dragon pack. Canterbury have taken big steps forward in each of the past 2 seasons and have a chance to make a statement as a genuine premiership contender in Las Vegas. Clint Gatherson will skip a Dragons outfit to return to the finals for the first time since 2018. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The last time the Philippines faced the Matildas was during the 2023 Olympic qualifiers, where they suffered an 8-0 defeat. It was early in Mark Tocaso's tenure as head coach of the Filipinas, and the lopsided result was difficult to take. Sponsor and team manager Jeff Cheng then departed in January 2024. His tenure included the historic achievement of helping the team qualify for the FIFA Women's World Cup for the first time. Now, as they prepare to face the Matildas in the opening game of the Women's Asian Cup in Perth, the Filipinas are seeking redemption. And that ends the sports segment. We'll now have the weather forecast. Regional forecast: Southern, Port Moresby, few showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, partly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms. Momase, lay showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo, Rabaul, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, some showers and possible thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Goroka, Kundiawa, Bans, Menditari and Wabeg, partly cloudy, few showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast: Coral Sea, seas light to moderate, becoming rough at times with northwest to westerly winds of 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots at times. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate to rough at times with northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots, increasing to 25 to 30 knots at times along western sector. Bismarck Sea, seas rough to very rough with northwest winds of 20 to 30 knots, reaching 35 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas slight with northwest to northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwa Island to Kerma to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samar Island. Seas 1.3 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 to 3 meters at times along warning areas. And waters of Finchefan through Vitia Strait to CSC Long Island to Madang. Seas 1 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 to 3 meters at times along warning areas. And that ends TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by